the Commanders fall to 4-2. They lose in Baltimore 30-23. Their next opponent, the 1-5 Carolina Panthers at Northwest Stadium this upcoming Sunday.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to give me tickets, I'd be happy to take them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd like to go to the game.
Oh, okay. You can make that happen.
We got any connections?
Yeah, you're just
Who's our best connection over there?
speaking
Probably
out into the
J-Dub.
radio
J-Dub.
universe.
J-Dub's our best
Yeah.
You're acting like we
It's our
all
only
haven't done
connection.
that before.
Yeah, but
J-Dub.
I like to be a little
More
more
under the radar.
Yeah, yeah.
How
Are
else
you
did
kidding
do
me?
it?
How many times
He's
have I heard
throwing
you
it
go in
out
there
there.
begging for parking?
No, I usually secure my tickets first, and then
Thank them.
then there's some thanking.
I got
and
no
then
problem
there's-
with begging.
Yeah,
But I don't
Not
know
really
what,
begging,
what,
just
what
throw it out there.
Skins fan is going to give you the tickets. They're going
I
to want to
don't
go,
nobody.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, unless they're
None.
busy.
You think Tailgate Ted's gonna just give you his
You know,
tickets?
you want tickets when they're starting to win.
I haven't even checked the schedule, to be quite honest. I might have a soccer game to coach early in the morning. Who knows if I could even do
I
it.
like to watch it from my house.
It's just the
Nice.
weather is still nice. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I remember going the last time I went to a game. Last year I worked on Sundays, but 2 seasons ago I went to a couple of games, and at least one of them. Now I went to 2 games in Baltimore, and I actually went to 3 games. I think I went to 2
You.
games in Baltimore and 1 in
Big
Washington.
NFL mark.
It was freezing, and I was pretty much miserable the whole time.
I basically only want to go to the game when I get the elite access.
Yeah.
When I get on the
You
field.
can get a private suite.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
or you
right.
get-
I'm sleeping.
I
I
like to be
forgot.
on the
We got a
field,
guy
everything.
that we had dinner with.
Yeah,
Just
we
texted
gotta-
him.
yeah.
You said it
I mean,
100 times. You
what-
weren't listening.
Is JP okay?
Yeah.
This is
That's
this
what
is
I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
All right, we got to do grade Jayden Daniels. Time
Grade
for
and Jayden.
grade and Jayden.
Yeah.
I mean, I said this last week. I almost feel like it's stupid to do this segment at this point. The kid is a stud.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him an A.
You're gonna give him an A. All right. I might give him a B plus just to be critical, and this is just to be nitpicky. Just couldn't get going. It's all credit to the Ravens, but they kept him contained. They couldn't really get going with the legs. He had 1 or 2 floaters. I mean, really, it was an A performance, A minus. But I'm gonna just to be somewhat objective.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a B plus.
I think that's probably fair.
But I thought he was excellent. I love everything I see from the kid. I'm thrilled. I could Porky Pig just on
I mean, look,
seeing him grow and develop.
he's still number 1 in the league in completion percentage. He's 3 in QBR. He's been sacked 15 times.
Mhm.
All right. I don't know where that ranks. That's not the worst in the league, but he's been sacked 15 times.
Through
But-
6 games, I don't think that's outrageous.
It's not outrageous, but it's probably, I'm trying to think who's leading the league in sacks. So the leader,
Well, I mean, Deshaun Watson's getting sacked.
Deshaun
a ton.
Watson. Yeah. So 15 is probably top 10-ish,
Yeah.
top 12. Anyway, but, a huge aspect of Jayden's game is running,
Mhm,
and they just
kind of took that away.
he wasn't able to do that. So, and he did have the overthrow that should have been picked.
Mhm.
So I'm fair with a B plus.
B plus.
15 sacks is 10th in the NFL. Deshaun has been sacked 31 times.
Yeah, Deshaun.
Second place. Okay, he's been sacked 31 times. Second place is Caleb Williams at 20.
Right.
He's been sacked 11 more times than the guy who's been sacked the second most
I'll
times.
give him an A against a quality opponent on the road. He didn't turn the ball over, though Jason did mention he threw a gift that didn't get intercepted.
Yeah, that should have been.
I mean, he had a 110 rating, 74 QBR, respectable. Like he was just shut down on the ground by the best rushing defense in
And
the league.
he also made some elite throws.
Yeah.
Elite throws. Throwing guys open, small windows.
That's why I give him the A.
critical. I mean, I got no problem with the
And
A.
Tony Romo, by the way,
I'm just trying to be
he-
somewhat objective.
Tony Romo doesn't call the plays as much as he used to,
Yeah.
but
He was raving about him.
he called it
Yeah,
out.
he loved him.
I don't know how you ever single Terry McLaurin on a 4th down like that,
Mhm.
but Romo was like, single coverage.
Can I
Boom.
also say this?
Perfect throw.
I only saw a little bit of it because I was like, Tom Brady's got no riz. He's so boring. He's the
He
worst.
couldn't be. Now
He's so boring.
he is boring, but he also had a Saint
He had a
Bernard of a
terrible
game.
game. He had a terrible game.
dog of a game
Yeah.
because that game was out of control
But even
from the
when he-
outset.
even
Does he
when
have
he
the
does-
Cowboys every single week?
I guess he gets the
Done like
Cowboys.
4
yeah.
weeks out of like
Yeah.
6.
I mean,
or
that
whatever.
on paper was a great matchup, right?
Yeah, just didn't work
Lions
out.
against
Yeah.
Cowboys.
But even when he does his little hits with Strahan and those guys, and believe me, I hate all those talking heads.
Oh,
But even when they're
worst.
doing their little shtick, I
yeah.
don't know if you see. Sometimes they seem to do that with Tom a lot. It's just so boring. I
I'll
mean,
tell-
he doesn't stumble. and he says all the cliches. Like
Mhm.
he'll be fine, but he ain't worth $35 million a year.
37.5 million
It's
a year.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the phones. 800-636-1067. Grade and Jayden, everybody's in the A to B plus range.
Can we just record this and play it every week and just grade him with B plus or an
Well,
A
he'll
every single
probably
week?
have
Well,
a
he's
C
going to
and
have a
D.
C
He'll
game.
probably have one where he throws
C.
a couple picks.
He's gonna have a C game.
You don't think
He
he's going to have a C
probably
game
will.
the rest of the
Yeah, he will.
I think he will.
I don't know. I don't
He's
know
not
if he's got.
perfect.
I don't know if he's got a C in him.
All
He's
right.
a human.
But
You
the
wanna
thing
bet?
about Grade and
Want to
Jayden,
wager?
It's how do you objectify a C?
You,
Just right down the middle performance.
you'll be honest.
What do you mean? If he's
You'll be honest. You'll come in and
Is
go,
he
you know
at
what?
least a
That was a C
percentage
game.
down. He'll miss some throws. He'll have a pick or two.
Sure, I'll bet
He'll
you
have a
$2.
fumble.
Standard Junkies bet he doesn't have a C.
Why? You owe me
all
10. Let's just double it up.
By the way,
There will
What
be,
am I
hold on.
getting?
We'll bet the $10 you owe me.
Yeah.
There will be one Monday where
Okay.
Grade
all
and
right.
Jayden,
Sure.
you're going to
why
come in
not?
and say, yeah, that was a C game.
Okay, fine.
when am I
Thank
gonna?
you.
When am I
Caught me
gonna
in a moment of
get? When am I
weakness.
gonna get my money in my Venmo?
I still have to figure out who everybody that gets paid.
All of
I
us.
I think a
For
little
what?
bit. I think a little bit of a vague because I'm using my
All
own
right.
What are
money.
you talking about?
we hit our
we hit our
touchdown
parlay.
thing.
We did.
We hit it, Ricky.
Yes, we hit it twice now.
Where have you been?
I knew mine hit.
We hit
I just
it.
didn't know what the other
We
picks
hit
were.
that blicky.
Wow.
Yeah, believe me, I didn't know until 10 p.m. last night. I didn't care, but I'm psyched.
All right. Who were the Pollard, Henry, who else?
McLaurin,
Drake London,
McLaurin,
Jameson
Brandon,
Williams.
Jameson Williams play hit.
that's it. 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep,
But
that's
we
our
got
five.
to divide it by 7, and you want to take 10
By
out
7?
or 6? I'm sorry.
6. Yeah.
Bad math. I can't.
6
No,
and
7.
7 because Mike Marr's part
Mike
of it.
Mars in it.
Oh, that's right, 7.
I
Yeah,
hit
why are you
Jameson
mocking
Williams
me?
too, plus 215.
Yeah, that's true.
People
Now,
forget.
I mean, we're just cutting
Yeah.
the pie.
I mean,
what?
Mike Marr
by
should actually
7.
get the bulk of it because wasn't Valdez trumpeting Kohler, and then Mike Marr
No,
said
he
no
doesn't-
Kohler.
That's
Right.
fine.
James
We'll
Williams.
pay him minus your 330 Derrick Henry play.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And-
Jake
We're
I
not
dragged
trying
the
to
whole
just
thing
divide it
down.
by 7. Look, subtract 10 for you,
Yeah,
and then we get the rest divided by 7.
10 for me. What about the other weeks? I just keep piling 10, 10,
No,
10,
no, that's
10.
what Jason did
I
it
was
for
doing it for
5 years.
That's
Yeah,
right. I
you
did
know
it
what?
for.
You're also bankrolled by FanDuel. You know who I'm bankrolled by? Me, this guy.
Right.
I'll
Well-
take a little small vig and then I'll chop it up 7 ways. It's fine.
All right, whatever you want to do, just ship me some dough.
I'll ship you the chips.
Size. I
I,
want
I,
to get
I like getting dubs on long shot bets.
I want to get that Titleist driver. I got my eye on it.
What
You're
was
waiting on Venmo money for your Titleist driver.
Yes, so I can. It's a slush fund.
Okay.
What was the total payoff?
Like 560 or 570, I think.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
All right, let's go
Not
to
bad.
Mitch in Richmond. I know. We got to go to break. I just real quick, Mitch.
Sports Junkies, good morning. Very excited to talk with you guys today. I was waiting to call because I spoke to you last week. Positives, obviously, Jayden looks incredible. So poised, so calm, so cool. Also amazing for Terry. I just love seeing Terry finally get to reach his full potential. He's such a great guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
One area of opportunity I would mention is that last week, Cakes told me that I was a scaredy cat, this and that about St. Juice. You said St. Juice was serviceable. I just like it to be known that I was completely correct. St. Juice is miserable.
I don't think he's terrible. He's in an unenviable position.
Whatever. You know what?
listen,
You know what he
listen,
is? Not long for this regime because they're going to throw him overboard just like they are.
I don't think
Jayden
so.
Daniels.
I think he could be a second or third corner in this group.
Okay, it's
For
fine.
sure. He's
but-
just not a
Throw
lead
Wiley
corner.
in there too. We need to get Wiley out of there. It's just
They
infuriating.
couldn't do it
It's
all
almost
in
like
one
I-
off season. They tried.
It's almost like I know that the penalty is coming for Wiley before it even gets called. It's just so bad. So,
All right, thanks,
All right,
pal.
thank you, Mitch.
I was correct. You guys are the best.
All right,
Bye.
Thank you, man.
buddy.
The
Thank
problem
you.
is St. Juice, sometimes he has to cover smaller, quicker guys.
Yeah, I mean they're asking him to do a
And there's
lot.
just no chance he can do that.
Right. He can't cover Zay Flowers. He could cover him 100 times.
Yeah.
He can't do it unless he knocks him off his friggin' cleats.
I mean, he
At the
can
line of
cover a
scrimmage.
6'4" slower receiver or a tight end, but he can't cover the quick,
He's not going to
number
cover
one.
Zay Flowers.
He can't cover Jamar Chase and Zay
Well,
Flowers.
Deontay Johnson.
CeeDee Lamb.
He's going to have a dozen catches this upcoming
He
weekend.
might.
Yes.
Now they'll still get boat race, but he's gonna get his.